is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online Jamily? JamiroFan 2000, the bearded wisdom of the online Jamily, with yet another episode of JamiroFan Talks About for the uninitiated in this series here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. This has been my periodic discussion series looking at the past, present, and future of Jamiroquai, and they're now over 32 years of musical and influential making. Now, this episode of the Jamiroquai Minute is going to be talking about yet another topic. As recently as Record Store Day of 2025, we recently had a War Child reissue of a Corner of the Earth Brown with White Splatter double LP reissue. That was one of 14 reissues to support the War Child charity out of the UK that just recently came out here on April 12th of 2024. And I know some regular viewers here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel are probably wondering, JamiroFan, why haven't you gotten your vinyl? Well, I'm still waiting for mine to come in. I don't know when it's going to come, but I can assure you when that beautiful vinyl set comes in, I will certainly be doing a Jamiro reviews of that vinyl set. But other than that, that vinyl release did come out on April 12th around the world, kind of in a bit of an import sense here in the United States for independent and corporate record store outlets online. So I thought I'd record an episode of JamiroFan Talks About to talk about the after sale, which is going to be transpiring in the last 2 weeks of April for 2025 for leftover copies of whatever didn't sell as the exclusive special releases for Record Store Day of 2025. Give a little bit of a guide for any members of the family who would like to get this very sought after vinyl release. But there are currently two major avenues right now where you can possibly get this vinyl set for a Funk Odyssey. And I thought I'd cover them here on an episode of JamiroFan Talks About. Now, the first route is through Discogs.com or eBay. Now, that is a bit of a double-edged sword when it comes to availability and quality of especially these vinyl releases on a Record Store Day capacity. I have looked around on Discogs. Now, I used to do eBay a lot, but you know, eBay is eBay. It doesn't really do it for me right now, at least when it comes to some sought-after purchases, at least on these auction websites. So I kind of stick to Discogs, and I've been very, very pleasantly surprised and happy on some of the purchases that I've made there over the years, at least in my Jamiroquai collecting, in and out of Jamiroquai when I can. But right now, the current price point, there's currently about 25 to 35 copies, at least of the day of the recording of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About of April 13th of 2025, of that vinyl, that double LP colored vinyl release of a Funk Odyssey for Record Store Day 2025, ranging with shipping around a high $60 to a $100 price point. So if you do have deep pockets and want to pick up a vinyl pretty much with not much of a long wait date, depending on where you are in the world, I highly recommend that every member of the family go over to Discogs and do a search on their marketplace to see if you can find a reasonably priced copy of that vinyl set, because I know that vinyl set was not of the numbered variety, the numbered limited quantity, like the last two Made Veil vinyl releases from Jamiroquai on Record Store Days 2023 and 2024 of the 1999 and 2006 radio sessions being put on colored vinyl. But this one is going to be a little bit harder to find, just given the beauty of the way they did it this time. They did a multicolored splattered style, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Not to mention, I meant to note, there are great pictures that have been uploaded online, so if you like to check out pictures of those vinyls to see what they look like for yourself, I'll be sure to put links to the marketplace on Discogs, and of course that picture imgur album I did of some pictures graciously contributed by members of the family over on Facebook, down in the description area of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About down below, so be sure to check that. Now, the other route that is going, which might take you a little time to wait rather than get immediate connection to, is some major retailers like Rough Trade and I believe Juno, these are two major UK music selling outlets online I've seen, are going to be selling the leftover stock from Record Store Day 2025 on their websites. Now, Rough Trade, at least as of April 13th today, which was the day that they're going to start selling the stock they had left over, it's on a it's on a notifying me basis right now, at least for this final release. As for Juno, on the other hand, Juno apparently is going to be selling off their leftover stock of Record Store Day releases, the special releases that came out on Record Store Day, around April 25th of 2025. So be sure to consult juno.co.uk to for further details on which vinyl releases from those Record Store Day 2025 releases will be available. But those are so far your two major routes to be able to get this vinyl release for yourself. I myself, um, if my original copy does not end up getting to me, which, I'm optimistic, but we know how the mail is here in the United States and the current state of the United States, which I will not talk about. Um, so it's kind of I'm hoping I get something in the mail very, very soon, but if I don't, I'm probably going to sit this one out. I hate to do that, but it's a gorgeous vinyl release. But as you've probably watched in the many Jamiro Reviews videos here I've been doing on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel over the last 9 years, I literally have every Jamiroquai album on vinyl, including the 2022 reissues, literally 2 times over. So I have a lot of vinyls, which I've shown on my channel and have talked about in almost ad nauseum. So if I don't get these vinyl releases, I hope nobody feels sour about it. But I will definitely, like I said, I will definitely do an episode of Jamiro Reviews if I get my vinyl set in very soon. So keep your eyes out for that. I'll be sure to let you know on my social media or the twin subreddits of the Online Jamily when I get my vinyl set. But I'm hopeful to be getting that very, very soon. But those are your two routes for right now. So if you like more information, at least on the routes of going through corporate record websites like Juno and Rough Trade, and of course through Discogs, I'll be sure to put all the necessary information down in the description area of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About, aforementioned, as I said, down in the description area down below of this episode. Be sure to consult those links. And when it comes to Discogs, I try to always go for quantity more than quality. But most of these vinyl releases have not been opened that are available at Discogs, and they'll be called. Always look for the quality notation as mint to near mint. That'll mean that vinyl release has not been opened, played, or rummaged around with. So something else to keep in mind when it comes to going down the Discogs or eBay route. But like I said, if you are more of an eBay-centric person, eBay is, of course, another good place to go and get this vinyl release. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. I hope you enjoyed this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe and ding the bell on your YouTube to stay up to date on all the latest new content coming from the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. I'll fully endeavor to keep bringing you all the latest Jamiroquai news as we get into these spring to summer days of 2025. And as always, this is JamiroFan 2000, and I'll see you again really soon with more Jamiroquai-related content here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care. Good luck in getting that new vinyl release, and I'll see you soon.